Hey, so it's been a while, but check this out, check that out. There's a couple updates. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's so great to have you guys here, and if you're new to the channel, I do invite you to consider hitting that subscribe button on that area there below, and also hit the bell notification so that you guys know when I upload my new videos. And speaking of new videos, by the way, that was I couldn't speak there. Speaking of new videos though, I've got some surprises for you, and I think you guys are gonna like it. But the first thing that I want to go ahead and talk about is this setup that you see here. So this is part of the setup that I have for my podcast. So yes, I have a podcast. I've had the podcast now for, I'd probably say about 2 months. So I started back in September, and we're now basically at the end of November, which is crazy. But the reason I wanted to start that podcast is because it was another way for me to also give you guys content, and at the same time it being not as demanding as putting video setup is. So by the way, this is a different setup that I'm putting together for this video. I've got a light over here. I've got this Sterling microphone. It's a condenser microphone. It's an old one too. I can't even tell you what model it is, but it does the job, which is all it needs to do. I do have my Canon 60 Mark II that I'm currently recording with, and it's got a Sigma 24-70 Art Series lens on it, which I love so much, especially for my photos. And on top of the camera, I have my Rode VideoMic Pro, not the Plus, because, well, budget. But maybe one day, who knows? I don't think I really need it at this point though. I've been doing just fine. But this is kind of what I have to put together to set things up. I also have a light over here on that side that is kind of giving that back area lighting, so you guys are able to also see that a little better, and that way it's not too much in the dark. So back here, what you see is this is a Shure SM7B, which I'm sure if you guys listen or look through videos and different things like that when you're trying to figure out about whether, well, if you're trying to start a podcast, then you've seen that that's the very popular microphone that a lot of YouTubers are using, and a lot of your favorite podcasters probably use as well. So that being said, aside from the audio and video that you guys are currently looking at, the way that I also now get to listen to my stuff, that's one, two. I have 2 audio monitors that one of my really good friends, Leo, was awesome enough to give to me. So thank you, Leo. I really appreciate it. And it helps me with the work that I have. So I've been really enjoying using those monitors and getting to mix the music that I have put out as well. If you guys saw the videos that I had recently, they're responsorial psalms that I write for the church, because I work for the church, so there you go. But I've got some other really fun projects coming out that are not necessarily music of the church, but I think that you guys will really enjoy. My gosh, I can't talk. Like I said, I started the podcast with the intention of giving you guys more content in a way that didn't demand me of having to create such a setup like this. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm getting away from YouTube, and quite the contrary. One of the announcements that I'm going to give to you guys a little later, you guys are going to hopefully enjoy a lot. But it just makes it easier with the fact that it being the holiday season and all, it's a really busy time for me working for the church. And so I'm actually getting, at this time, we're like 2 days away from Thanksgiving. So I've had a lot of Thanksgiving music prep, and I have a rehearsal tomorrow night at the time of recording this video. And then we have Thanksgiving, which is the Thursday in the morning. So the mass is at 10 o'clock. So needless to say, it's going to be a pretty busy couple of days, but it'll be fun. It'll be worth it. And then I'm looking forward to just relaxing and enjoying time with my family, and getting to just relax from the daily routine, the weekly routine, actually. Like I said, we're going to be still doing YouTube videos, but I've really enjoyed putting the podcast together. It's been a really big learning curve, mainly because I haven't really ever done something like that. I'm not really an audio person. I'm not really I don't really consider myself to be somebody that knows exactly what they're doing when it comes to audio, but it's been really great to be able to put out the podcast content. And a lot of people, maybe some of you guys that are watching this video now, have really responded really great to listening to the podcast. So thank you guys so much. But if you didn't know about the podcast, I do invite you guys to check it out. I'm going to link it down below in my description of the video, and you can listen to it literally anywhere that you can find your podcasts. So my podcast is on Apple Podcasts, it's on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, different kinds of stuff. And what I use, and by the way, this is not a sponsored video by them, but I use Anchor. And I've really enjoyed using Anchor because the way that everything is laid out and set up, you can actually look at a lot of the stats and stuff, but more than anything, it's just super simple to distribute the podcast to every platform, basically. The reason why it's also another one of my favorites to use is because it is completely free. Yes, free. So if you are trying to get into the avenue of creating a podcast and you don't want to spend a lot of money, or because you don't have the money for that kind of a distribution production, then Anchor is the best way to go. And you don't even need fancy equipment. You can literally use anything you've got. You can use your phone, you can use your laptop, you can record through the app, and then bam, you're done. Podcast is ready to go. So I started my podcast. It's been a great time. I am going to keep doing it as long as I definitely can, and as long as time permits, as long as I am not super busy as well. But it's been good. I enjoy it. And I'm also going to continue to make YouTube videos because I love videos. I really, really do. And I've missed it so much. It's been just really crazy, a really busy time for me here at work. And also trying to make family time. And so I finally sat down with my friend Leo, and we were kind of talking about we haven't done really good sit down and you're creating content weekly. I really fell out of creating a lot. If you guys look through my Instagram at the moment, my last post was at the end of October, and I haven't even posted on Instagram really. Like I said, I've been super busy with work, super busy trying to be with family, also trying to put the podcast out more. But I'm trying to find the balance between all of it and get back into putting YouTube. So with that being said, we are a few days away from the end of the month of November and starting December. And that means Vlogmas for a lot of people who are on YouTube. And I am definitely going to attempt a Vlogmas year 2 for me. So we'll see how it goes. Last year I did pretty good up until, somewhere the 20th or something like that. It's just got really rough for me, but I'm really going to try to go from December 1st all the way through December 25th at least. So wish me luck, and hopefully I can get you guys those videos out there every day. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of fun though, but it does require a lot of focus, a lot of planning, and I think I've got some pretty good stuff that'll be coming out this month. So, and just vlogs that'll be there randomly placed in there. But it'll be a good month. So I'm looking forward to Vlogmas, and I'm just looking forward to it being December. I love the month of December because it's always, at least for me, I always feel like the world transforms. It just becomes way more cheerful and things like that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But thank you guys for watching, and I can't wait for you guys to also join me on my podcast. Please go ahead and subscribe to it. It is the RCJ Podcast. I've linked it down below so that you can go check it out. Again, available wherever you listen to podcasts. Also, don't forget to tune into my Vlogmas. We are definitely going to be starting December 1st, which is Sunday. So come on down and check him out. All right, everybody. Well, don't forget to subscribe, share the video, comment down below. Let me know if you've ever thought of starting a podcast, if you want to start a podcast even, and let me know if you've listened to my podcast, what you think below. Also, go ahead and give it a 5-star rating if you use Apple Podcasts. It really helps get that podcast discovered more and more for a lot of people, so I'd appreciate it. All right, everybody. Well, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll catch you on the next video. And until then, see you then.